decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife. The only poor decision I ever get right is which bourbon to open and pour over ice. I come home from work and I'm ready to scream. The stress load I'm under is a little extreme. My aggravation is hard to conceal till I grab a good bottle and crack the seal. Poor decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife. The only poor decision I ever get right is which bourbon to open and pour over ice. Some people like to mix a fancy cocktail. They stock the bar with every mixer on sale, made with vodka, rum, tequila, or gin. But to me, it's bourbon or it's a sin. Poor decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife. The only poor decision I ever get right is which bourbon open and pour over ice. My car breaks down and I need a repair. The tire is low and it needs some air. My hands get nasty and I can't find a sink. Son of a bitch, I need a drink. Wild turkey's good for an average day. Woodford Reserve or Buffalo Trace. I'm not looking for something too fancy. Bourbon on the rocks is never chancy. Poor decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife. The only poor decision I ever get right is which bourbon open and pour over ice. I go to a meeting with a group of guys. After business is done, we all swap lies. The tales get bigger as the night goes on. I stick with Blandings while they sip Patron. Poor decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife. The only poor decision I ever get right is which bourbon open and pour over ice. Lincoln's is a favorite in a high-end bar. I like to enjoy my drink with a great cigar. It's a great way to cap off a business dinner. Bourbon on the rocks is always a winner. Or decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife. The only poor decision I ever get right is which bourbon open and pour over ice. I get some good news, time to celebrate. I want a great drink, there's no debate. I pull out a bottle from my private stash. I have some of the world's best sour mash. For a special occasion, I reach for some taffy. The Family Reserve always makes me happy. Elberty Lee or Oak Hill Farms, each one has its own special charm. Poor decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife. The only poor decision I ever get right is which bourbon open and pour over ice. Some people like to mix a fancy cocktail. They stock the bar with every mixer on sale, made with vodka, rum, tequila, or gin. But to me, it's bourbon or it's a sin. Poor decisions, it's the story of my life. If you don't believe me, just ask my ex-wife.